Welcome to the morning edition of the first and beginning part of a show I call Unpopular Opinion. I am your host, Square Work, and I will be with you today. Going into the news and other things controversial and pressing in society and the world at large. All right, one of the first things I want to get into, as we'll be starting this channel, I hope that it grows. I'm not making it for a personal thing at all. I'm making it a place where men, specifically men, more as so anybody, but men also very focused on men. Can come and share unpopular opinions and ideas and thoughts about current events and controversies without worry of retaliation, swatting, doxing, cancel culture, or losing their job. If you notice, I am not showing my face. I probably will not show my face for most of the time. This is my avatar. I've known to been called like I act like a chameleon in some ways, so I like this avatar. Other than that, though, we are going to get right into today's news, okay? In this show, I will be featuring videos, news segments that I will be reading. Mainly, I want to work on I have a hobby of wanting to be a journalist. It's not something that I do professionally for work, but it's something I'm wanting to start to do with all the things that are going on. I'm going to post a comment that says, "Welcome to anybody who comes in." And guys, we will be right back with the beginning of the news in just a moment. Please excuse me. Thank you. Okay, and we're back. Let us get straight into the news of today. Apple is the one of the headlines here. I use many different news sources. If people are ever interested in some of the sources, you may ask me, although I'd rather not share them because the point in news is knowing what is happening that affects not just you on a personal level, but the world on a world level. So I try not to focus on the sources so much as the news itself, but I do like to use sources that are not mainstream, as you'd say. But Apple dethroned by Saud's oil's tops tax is this top report for the morning. Let's go into this article and I will tell you all about it. The Saudi Aramco becomes the world's most valuable company. Okay, so that is today's top news at 5 a.m. this morning. Saudi Aramco is billed as the largest oil producing company in the world. Let me share you guys clip. 1 second, I'm sorry. This is from Yahoo News that I'm going to be going over. All right, I hope you guys can see this. Basically, this is not how I want to do it. I'm sorry. This is my first stream. Please bear with me. Okay, so let's look here. All right, so if you're looking at the current screen, I'm doing the display capture. The Aramco, Saudi Aramco is the most valuable company. There's a good image of it right there. You just make sure that this is broadcasting the way I want it. Okay, without trying to confuse anyone. So yeah, here we are. This is on Wednesday. Dethroned Apple as the most valuable company as surging oil prices drove up shares and tech stocks slumped. The Saudi Arabian National Petroleum and Natural Gas Company, billed as the largest oil producing company in the world, is now valued at $2.42 trillion. Did you hear that, folks? $2.42 trillion based on the price of its shares at the close of the market. Apple, meanwhile, has seen its share price drop over the past months and was valued at $2.37 trillion when official trading ended on Wednesday. The sinking share price came despite Apple reporting better than expected profits in the first 3 months of this year and amid strong consumer demand. But Apple warned that the China COVID-19 lockdown and ongoing supply chain woes would dent June quarter results by 4 to 8 billion. Excuse me. Supply constraints caused by COVID-related disruptions and industry-wide silicon shortages are impacting our ability to meet customer demand for our products. Chief Financial Officer Lucas Mastri said on a conference call with analysts. The results looked good following stumbles by some big tech peers as growth from the stay-at-home demand amid the pandemic slows and companies confront rising operating labor costs. Oil, not to mention the price of gas. Oil giant Saudi Aramco recently reported a 124% net profit surge for last year. Did you hear that, guys? 124% net profit just for last year. Imagine what it's going to be this year for the U.S. alone. As the world economy started to rebound from the COVID-19 pandemic, yeah, if you can call it that, Aramco's net income increased by 124%, woohoo for them, to $110 billion in 2021 compared to $49 billion in 2020. So 49 billion, that's about 50 to 110. So it's went up $60 billion in 1 year. Can you imagine if just, like, never mind. Anyways, we'll get to that. The kingdom, one of the world's top crude exporters, which I still don't understand why people recognize this place as a kingdom when they're not kings of me or anybody I know for certain. One of the world's top crude exporters has been under pressure to raise output as Russia's invasion of Ukraine and subsequent sanctions against Moscow have eroded global energy markets. Aramco president and CEO Ayman Nasir cautioned that the company's outlook remained uncertain due to part to geopolitical factors. We continue to make progress on increasing our crude oil production capacity, executing our gas expansion program, and increasing our liquids to chemicals capacity. On the results for 2021, he acknowledged that economic conditions have improved considerably. Okay. A strong rebound last year saw demand for oil increase and recover from their 2020 lows. Inflation could cause a drop in consumption, reducing demand for oil, while tech shares could continue to be dragged down by investor concerns over company cost, interest rates, rises, and supply chain woes. Okay. You know what that means, guys? The oil companies are getting bigger and bigger, and we are not. All right, let me, please excuse me there as I had to fade to black to spare you the veering that happens whenever you do display capture. So I'm going to share a video next that I think is just, it has to do with the news and the current state of things, and I think that you guys would like it. You got to watch it. I hope everyone else is having a good, wonderful morning this morning. Having a little bit of a lag issue. So just bear with me, everyone. Okay, I may have to cut this broadcast short. We're having some technical difficulties. I apologize. I will continue it in the next video. Thank you.